This is Maestro on behalf of the Boxing Voice. I'm here with Big Dean Whyte, who's traveled all the way here from London, England. Brixton, London still?
Brixton, South London, Clapham. All about London, but yeah, South London boy.
SW2?
SW2, SW9. All about all them numbers. SW11, SW18, but we're South Thoroughbred, you get me? Yeah, come on.
100%. So, look, talk to me a little bit about last week's experience. I know it's got to be a little bit bittersweet. It was a big event, 94,000 people. It's an inspiring story, honestly, for anybody to see. It didn't go your way in the end, but talk about the whole experience of where you come from and making it all the way to England's national stadium.
Yeah, like you said, I feel like we are gutted because obviously we had a game plan. I feel it was going okay, but on the historic side of it, it's something to behold, to be in front of such the magnitude of the event, the show, the people, all of that taken in. And then when I looked around the arena, I thought, wow, it's amazing. From where we were fighting in front of 200, 300, 400, 500 people to being here and making it to this. We come from the ends, I mean, like the real ends, nothing. You know, like growing up, Brixton, gang war, fighting, shootings, murders, you know what I mean, drugs, just the life. To get to where, that is, it's just a win in itself. You know, people are laughing, but Dillian's laughing. 8.5 million laughing to the bank. People are complaining, saying, "Oh, he got knocked out." But this is his career. This is the career he chose. He wants to come back again and do it again. They can laugh and do this, but some of these guys, they don't. All they do is they will talk. They won't go and put themselves in the gym to go through what these guys go through to be an elite. He's still probably, in the top 5 of all these boxers. Obviously, Tyson Fury is a hell of a fight. We've got to give him his little flowers and say, look, he's the best of our era. You know what I mean? He's undefeated. He's going to go out on a high. Obviously, we'd like to see him fight Andy Joshua, but that fight's not going to happen. Or even him and Andy Ruiz. I would have liked to have seen that fight because Andy's a real little dark horse that destroyer, These people can't underestimate that boy. But look, it is what it is, and I think we just got to, take it for what it is. But coming from where I come from, going back to that, I feel like it's definitely a unique story, and the journey has been a hard trials and tribulations, bumps in the road. Yet again, this is another hurdle we're going to have to go, but this is part of the growing and the development of the Dillian Whyte and the Team Whyte story. We didn't have it the easy road. You know what I mean? But when you go and think about the old school and the past fighters, they lost and they came back. A loss didn't define them. Obviously, everyone goes on about losing and winning because of Mayweather and that undefeated in the O, and people make a lot over that. But there were fighters in the past. Lennox lost. Lennox got knocked out, came back, and he was. I think he's probably one of the best of all time as well.
Greatest of all time.
Exactly. So, but look, it is what it is, man. We just, like you said, it's a bittersweet thing. We just got to accept it. We got to enjoy it. And now, like even last week it was really, really heartbreaking. But as time's gone on, we just try to accept it because you only got to either accept or deal with it, or if not, you're just going to drive yourself army, or you might never get back on the wagon and do it again because you'll be stuck of yesterday's man because you won't let go. You can't move forward. So just one of them. So, but Dillian's okay. I just want him to just take some time out and be healthy and cool.
That's good to hear. I'm going to be honest, I was a little bit critical of Whyte, of your brother, Dillian Whyte, just as a fan. Always been a huge fan. I was worried that this 20% thing was going to ruin the fight from happening. Yeah. I know it wasn't exactly what you wanted, but in the end, you guys got the fight. Are you happy that you took the fight under the terms that it was taken under?
I think the fight was historic. I think the fight went the way it had to, and he had to take the fight because, it's a world title opportunity. It's a lot more money, like they say, it's one of his biggest purse stakes to date. But it's just one of them. Like now he's down in history. We are the wrong side of history, but unfortunately we moved from that. But I think he had to take it. We're part of that. We played our part in there. I feel like Dillian at that came square. He was doing it a few times in there, and Tyson capitalized. But that was an error on his part for Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury equally had to be skillful to make the adjustment to notice that error and make Dillian pay, which he did. So that being said, it's just boxing, what we love, man, and it's heavyweight boxing. All it takes is one mistake, and we paid heavily.
So looking forward, Rest is obviously needed. I think rest is underrated, not just for athletes, but for everybody.
Absolutely.
Looking forward, I'm going to throw out some names. You tell me whether or not they sound good to you or not as an opponent for your brother. All right, Deontay Wilder.
I think Deontay Wilder is a good fight down the line for Dillian, yeah.
Andy Ruiz Jr.
That's a good fight as well. Yeah, that's a good fight.
Winner of Joe Joyce, Joseph Parker.
Not really. Parker maybe. Joe Joyce, he's still climbing. I don't know, like, yeah, he's a good fighter. I'm going to give him credit for that. I mean, he's a good fighter, but that fight's being made. Obviously, Frank Warren's going to do that fight. But I'm looking, when you look at the fight, how does it sell pay-per-view? I don't think Dillian and Joe Joyce, there wouldn't be much of a conversation back and forth for it to sell and be a big showdown, you know? Do you know what I mean by that? I think because those guys are American, that sells itself. You know, him fighting an American at world level, that's something different. If Joe Joyce beats Parker, then obviously he's in that conversation. He's at that world level. I'd like to still see him face. But to be honest, his record is probably one of the best he's faced under 13 and 14, 55. But I'd like to see him fight Andy Ruiz and those kind of guys. You know, like maybe an Ortiz as well, and see how he kind of comes through that kind of fight. Deontay Wilder, and see how he comes through those doors. Then you can say Dillian could fight him, because he probably might not come through that gauntlet undefeated. There's only a few, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it looks like Ruiz is going to have to face Ortiz because he was supposed to take that deal with Triller. I guess he forgot that he's had to sign on to face Luis Ortiz, so maybe the winner of that fight?
Maybe, we got to see. Dillian's got to get his rest at the minute and he'll come back, but there's definitely fights out there. Obviously, if it makes sense, they've got to make money, got to make the dollars, got to make sense, and he's fully recovered, then I'm sure the team will be open to look at all the options that are out there.
So last time I saw you, Dean, you were here not just for one fight, but you were on like a little world tour, right? Are you here for that too? Are you going to be going out to Vegas again, or are you just here for this Katie Taylor-Amanda Serrano fight?
Yes, exactly. I've got to get back because my show is on May the 14th. I'm promoting, so I've only got, when I get back, I've got like 10 days to finish up the tuning of my show and put things together to make sure my show is not a flop. So I'm going to have to go back and get hard. We're doing a lot of stuff here now. While we're here, I can send emails and put stuff together, matchmaking. We've just got one approved, but we've got 3 not approved today, and they got 1 approved. So that's 1 fight closer to the card being full, which we need. We've got 2 IBO titles on the line on my card. So we're just working and putting stuff together, you know. So yeah, we'll see how it ends up.
So last thing, you doing any talent scouting over here? You looking for any heavyweights, maybe a partnership with Team Maestro Management or Dean Whyte Management, Maestro Management, linking up for that Bronx.
You got fighters?
I got the connects out here.
Yes. Okay, I'm always open to looking in, so if you got the fighters, let's have a look at them.
Absolutely. Dean Whyte, thank you so much, brother.
Cheers, champ. Love, man.
Absolutely.
For the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.